In this question, you are asked to explain this factor, and then later on we are going to consider final expressions with the first factor times the second factor. And then after we expand it, there's 6 terms times 3 terms, 18 terms together. We are going to find out the coefficient of a certain term x power 3. So we are going to expand this one. They didn't say what is the requirement expand until x power something, which means that we are going to expand in detail and we have to list out all 6 terms finally. So to apply the binomial theorem, we know that every term consists of 5c0, the number part 5c1 until 5c5. And the first term inside will become descending power. So it starts from x power 5, x power 4, x power 3. And finally, x power 0, that means we don't have that factor. And then 3, it starts from 3 power 0 and then become increasing power. So we have 3 power 1, 3 power 2, 3 power 3, 3 power 4, and finally 3 power 5. And don't forget to write down the positive sign for different terms because they are no longer the first terms. And then we are just going to calculate the value. By using the Pascal triangle, we know that the coefficient should be 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. So therefore, let us get the answer quicker. 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. And then we just need to fill in the number and the rest. That's why we get this expression. After we finish the first requirement, we are going to handle this item. So just copy down the question first. There are 2 parts. We are going to use our first result and also this one part 2, so it's easier for us to handle directly. So I'm now not going to separate the step. If we expand this bracket by identity, we know that it's x squared minus 2 something something and then something square, which is x and 4 over x. So it's x squared minus x cancel with x minus 8 and then plus 4x power negative 2. There will be no extra step marks, so you may just directly write down this part answer. When we are going to expand this one, we are just focusing a certain term, which is x power 3. So usually I will remove the bracket with less term. So compared with this long item, we are going to remove this bracket, and then there will be 3 rows. The first row will be x squared times something, negative 8 times something, and positive 4x power negative 2 times something. That something is just a long bracket here. It's no difference from what we did in Form 1. Therefore, this bracket times this bracket will become 18 terms here like this. It's more systematic way to express it. And we know that if there are any like terms, we will combine it before we proceed. So there will be no more like terms here. Therefore, each row can only provide at most one x power 3 term here. So we are going to search row by row. We stop our calculation here. We don't want to evaluate this part anymore because this format already helped us to sort out our target. We think about x power 3, then we think x power 2 times what will give us x power 3. Obviously, x power 2, what we need is x power 1 more. So 1 x power 2 times 405 x will get 405 x power 3. Therefore, the first term is come from 1 times 405. Because we just focus on the coefficient, so I don't write down any x here. Similar reason in the second row, negative 8 times something will give you x power 3. Then obviously we need to times positive 90 x power 3. So next step is negative 8 times positive 90. And finally, positive 4x power negative 2 need to times x power 5 in order to get x power 3. Therefore, we have positive 4 and then times 1 x power 5. Therefore, the answer is negative 299.